if kama sijashtakiwa niachiliwe, na kama nimeshtakiwa niandikiwe bail because I deserve bail. That is when I was moved from one police post to another, and when they took me to that other police post, now where the boss is the one who is giving orders to this other police post, nilirushwa ndani kwanza. So I call my lawyer. I'm like, I thought I was coming here to like get a bail. Nime-cooperate, I've cooperated. Nimekuja nimejileta station mimi mwenyewe. I am saying, give me my day in court. I will appear so that I can go in front of a judge. Ni provide my evidence. Na hawa wasichana, they provide their evidence. We get a verdict. So why are you guys throwing me in jail? Is it not enough that my people have already spent a night in jail without no crime, without no charges? One of the officers told me that the order has come from above. They have been told that I have paid them. I've paid the police in my police post. They cannot arrest me. Then I ask that officer, do you know me? He says no. Do you have my number? He says no. So, how have I paid you not to arrest me? Pesa imetembea. Na pesa haijatembea hata hapa station yetu. Pesa imetembea kutoka juu. This is someone who is doing everything in their power to bring me down. And if I play one wrong move, I am done. So, I decided I'm gonna go like, nitajipeleka mimi mwenyewe kwa ofisi. On Monday, they have meetings back to back. So, I couldn't talk to her on Monday. On Tuesday, that's now where you see the video that I did on TikTok while I was crying, when I was like, get ready with me. I go to the office and try to find justice. I go to the office and this lady does not even listen to me. She doesn't even listen to what I have to say. She tells me, we are renovating. I tell her that the information that I've gotten is that I can keep the soft drinks at the rooftop, but I'm gonna need to open a liquor store downstairs. And she tells me we are renovating downstairs. So unless I wait for renovations to like finish for me to get a space, or I go and get a space in another project. They have several projects across Nairobi. So she's like, unless you go and get another space in another project, and I'm gonna give it to you. But for now, downstairs, we are gonna be renovating. We are not issuing new leases, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, once she tells me that, I can't even explain the feeling as I'm walking out of that office. Remember, I have two boys who are in school, who I'm taking care of single-handedly with the help of my boyfriend, of course. When I say single-handedly, I mean like their dad is not involved in their life. I had my brother who had just come out of rehab and he was living with me. I was paying rent for my other sister. Like I just had people who are waiting on me, who are counting on me. As I'm walking out of that office, I'm like, what's next? Like, from now on, what am I gonna do next? And I get out and decide, I'll not stop fighting. I'll keep fighting. First of all, I'm gonna fight to get that space back at the rooftop to sell soda and cigarettes in the meantime before they are done renovating. I think you've seen the renovation is still going on. So I'm like, I'm gonna fight for that place to just put soft drinks as this continues. But now remember, a petition was filed, which means I have to like follow again all the due processes. So I try to call the number that is like the property, the commercial spaces number, the number that you call for the commercial spaces. And I tried to call, I tried texting, I have those text messages, and it didn't go through. Like they didn't pick. And at this point I'm thinking, now what do I do? So I go again to the office. I go to the office and I am given a date on date 6. I'm given an audience on date 6 of this month. That's after 2 months. I get an audience on date 6 of this month. So after I am given an appointment to go on date 6, I am happy. I tell people, finally, like, you guys, we're gonna open, like, the management has finally given me, like, you know, a chance to go and, like, present my case. I'm gonna go there on Tuesday. I was awful. That lady had told me that if I'm gonna promise to, like, sell just soft drinks, I had hope that I'm gonna get that space back. So on I was given an audience to go on 9th. Tuesday was supposed to be on 9th. Nakumbuka 6th because on 6th, oh God. So these 2 months, I'm surviving. These remaining days of May and June, I am surviving. I'm trying with the management. I had employees. I had to cut them down, like, nikawatoa wote. I had to fire all. It was a very, very hard experience. I had to send my brother home. My sister had to move. Now she's living with my brother's in-laws. Like, I can't express the amount of destabilization that this has caused me and my loved ones around me who are depending on me. Right now, as we are talking, my son is home because I normally pay my children's school fees in thirds. When they report, I pay 1 third. Then the next month, I pay 1 third. Then the last month before they close, I pay the other 1 third. I had only paid 1 third. So one of the boys is home right now as we are speaking. Actually called me today and I was like, don't worry. You know your mama is a fighter. I'm going to get up. I'm going to make money. I'm going to take you back to school and I will pay private tuition for you to cover up everything that you have lost. But I don't know if that is going to happen because it didn't stop there. It did not stop there. Now I've talked to the management and I've gotten an audience on Tuesday, which was 9th last week. Was it 9th or 8th? I don't remember the dates very well, but last Tuesday. Today is 16th. So ni hile wiki ingine Tuesday ndio nilipata my first sitting. I'm going to send those emails. They will all have the dates and time of everything that happened. So before I can get that audience on Sunday night, we are at my restaurant now because one side is the restaurant and the other side, as you saw, was the recreation space. We are at my restaurant, which is having fun. It was another girl's birthday and she was just getting alikuwa anapewa tu vibes tu. Drinks were there, everything were there. Kuna watu walikuwa tu wanasababisha sherehe. We were having so much fun. So at around 8 p.m. in the evening, at around 8:30, these 2 ladies walk into my place of work. And I see them like...
On the restaurant side?
Yes. They come to the restaurant side and I can see them as they are coming in. There is the snacks place, which is Moha's restaurant, and then there is my place where I sell like authentic food. This other person is supposed to sell snacks so that we can have, you know, we can customize on clients. So when they get to the snacks place, I tell them, please do not come to my workplace. I reserve the right to serve whoever I want in my business. And I communicated, I told them, please, msikuje kwangu. They continued walking and I told my boyfriend, please tell them not to come to our place. And they were like, we are not coming to your place. We are coming for our friend's birthday because this lady who had a birthday is also their friend. And I'm like, if you want to come to your friend's birthday, sit on the other side of the restaurant, on my neighbors, on Moha's restaurant, sit on the other side of the restaurant. And I finished that, and as I turn around to walk back to the restaurant, now the small girl walks past me, past my counter to where we were seated. And I feel like, why are you doing this? You guys, you signed a petition to have my business closed. Like, haven't you hurt me enough? Why are you coming to my other place of work? What motive? What agenda do you have? I have conversations of you discussing how you want me to get kicked out of this building. So how sure am I you are coming to my other place of work with good intentions? So I go. She is standing where my drink was. And I go there. Nikafika hapo, I did this. Please, toka kwangu. Before I finished turning, she turned and she was like, wewe mama mzee unaniambia nini? And she just smacked me. Nilikuwa, if I don't know if you can see, but she blistered my mouth. And at that moment, I don't know what happened, but the next thing I am just pushing her and, but before the scuffle could like escalate, people were there. We were more than 20 people. Like, ilikuwa sherehe. Watu wakatushika. So we never fought. Me, I don't make much of it. They stand there and they insult us. They insult me. They insult my boyfriend. They are like, this is what we wanted. Hamtakaa hapa tena. I am going to call my mother. You won't stay here again. Then she starts saying, sijui nini, sijui anaitwaji, the head of a police station, OCS. She's like, hata OCS haezi sikiliza hii kesi, naenda mpaka juu. Like, it was like the way she talked and what happened after that, it was strategically planned.
She was threatening.
Leave even the threats. I never even took the threats like seriously, because we didn't fight. Nobody was injured. Everybody left there talking and screaming. They were screaming at me. I was screaming back at them. Get out of my place. Go and say those things away from my place. Just stand there and shout from my place. Like, we are all like, you can see in that video. I'm going to send it to you. You can see in that video. We are all, unaona, nikiwaambia msipite kwangu, and I'm standing in my place and I'm like, just stay there, just don't come to my place. So that's Sunday night. On Monday ni maandamano ile ya Sabasaba. Uzeti maandamano ya Sabasaba ilikuwa yes, ilikuwa ya Sabasaba yes. Ni maandamano. And also on Monday our office, you can't access people in the office. They are on meetings back to back. So I call and I leave a message and I send an email to like explain what happened that day, because it is prohibited in our building to fight. I have been in this building 2023, 2024, 2025 fully. And in 2022, I was running Airbnbs for my sister in that building. Nikikuja nikienda. So I've been in this building for 4 years. I have never fought. I don't have a single charge sheet in the police station or an OB that was picked in my name. And I've been here for 4 years. These girls have been here for, I think, 3 or 2 years. I can come with 3 people that have already reported them before me at the police station for fighting them. Prior to that, like 2 weeks ago, they had beaten an investor, someone in their own house, because she was like, you guys stop making noise. It's late and my children have just fallen asleep. They came and they beat that woman. They beat her and injured her. Yes, she went and reported to the police station. I will be providing those documents. I told you, I'm not here to slander anybody. I'm here to speak my truth, because if I end up in court, I won't be able to speak about this again. I have been in this building for 4 years. I don't have a single police charge. I don't have a single report to the management. The only problem I have had, maybe, kumekuwa kugumu nimechelewa kulipa rent. Kumekuwa kugumu nimevuka the next month with some balance of rent or something. It's business. It happens. That's the only crime that this company can accuse me with. Nobody has ever reported me. I've never been caught stealing. Sijai ripotiwa na mtu nimekosa kumlipa pesa yake or anything. Up until that time. That time became so bad that one of my employees nilishindwa kumlipa akanipeleka stage. Like, everything happened so fast, but alinipeleka stage na sikujificha, nikaambia afande this and this is going on, but tell her I'll get her money on Tuesday. And on Tuesday I got her money and paid her. Before that, I had fired another girl for losing money there. She had lost 15,000 in one day. I have books, I have records, I don't just say things. Alikuwa amepoteza stock ya 15k. Nikamwambia, at this rate, mwezi deisha na umepoteza pesa more than even your salary. If I keep you, itakuwa ni kama unanifanyia kazi for free. So I had to fire her. So at this time, anaingia kwa group and she starts lying. And I tell her, can you say the truth? Mbona nilikusimamisha kazi? Can you stop lying? Can you stop saying I didn't pay you? In that group, there are other people that have worked for me. I'm like, can everybody who has worked for me tukaachana, either you have fired you, ama ume quit job, ama ume get a greener pastures, can anybody come here and say, I am owing them even 1 shilling? You understand? I told her, stop slandering my name, because I know you're just taking advantage of the clout of what is happening. But if I decide to sue you for defamation, you pay me even my money that you lost, because when you are a custodian of my money, you are responsible for my stock. So if I was so grateful, I was so gracious to you that sikukwambia hata unilipe, I just let you go. Unaona? So stop slandering my name. And she stopped. But now, at this point, nimefika ile place yenye manze mumenifungisha kazi yangu, my business is closed, and then you're coming to beat me in my place of work. No, this is not gonna happen. So your Monday, you can't see our people in the office of the building where I live. So on Tuesday, I called them to report the incident that happened, and they tell me to go and get a police report. Alafu nitume hiyo OB, so that OB can be used to write an eviction notice. Because if you fight in our building, our what is called, our agreement states that if you fight in the building, you're supposed to be evicted without notice. At the end of the month, you're supposed to be evicted. Unaona? So the management tells me to go file a police report. When they are telling me to go file a police report, they have a footage of this girl beating me. They have a footage of this girl beating another person who is an investor in their company. That footage is there. And now I am told to go and report in a police station to get an OB so that I can forward my matter. I do all that. I write an email. I take my OB. I have all the documents. I'm going to be providing them. Still, nothing happens. But sasa nimeenda hiyo Tuesday, nikaandikisha OB. Actually, I think I am able to get my statement. I did not write anything malicious. I did not even write that I was injured. I did not even write that they came to assault me in my own place. I just needed a record that there was a confrontation, because the management has the evidence. They can use that to evict them. And in my heart, I was like, if we guys, we are not in the same building anymore, easy, all this animosity that has built in between us, if we are not together, haitakuwa. But this was a plan. This small girl, I think her mother is either influential or she has money. Because according to the rumors that I'm getting, I don't have verification for this, but how I have been treated after that, it shows a clear pattern. Pesa imetembea. Na pesa haijatembea hata hapa station yetu. Pesa imetembea kutoka juu. Because now, juzi, on Sunday, hii Sunday nimepita on, was it on 13th? Yes, Saturday now kuamkia Sunday. Officers came to my restaurant. No notice, no nothing. They are looking for me because allegedly I have been nimeshtakiwa na assault and malicious damage. She's claiming that I beat her up, me and I think my boyfriend, we beat her up and we broke her phone. The phone she's claiming we broke it, we have been friends for a very, very long time. I have seen that phone. It has been broken for a very, very long time. Ni labda useme, hiyo siku ya skafu ilianguka, ikavunjika more. You understand? Because if your phone has a crack, it might fall and becomes bigger, and it becomes even worse. But they claim I'm the one who broke that phone. Na ujue imevunjika huku side ya nyuma. Na hapo mbele imevunjika, iko na tu just a small crack. And from where the scuffle happened, there is no way that phone would have broken like that unless someone smashed it on the wall on that given day. But I know it's like that because it has been broken. These are people we have been interacting with. It has been broken from Kiambu. So kumbe walienda polisi na wakaniripoti na wakaongeza mashtaka huko kwa polisi eti me and my boyfriend have beat them. Remember I told you when I was starting, my boyfriend is a professional boxer. Okay? Wow. If my boyfriend lands you a punch, a proper punch, a man, not a woman, is 75 kgs and he is a boxer and ame work out, akikuwekelea ngumi anakupiga ngumi ya mfuko ya simiti. So they are claiming my boyfriend punched them twice. I told the officer, if my boyfriend punches them once, they won't have to tell you. You will see. You won't need to be told this person was punched. They will come with a black eye or with a limp or with a hand that cannot lift depending on where they got punched. But I never put much to it. So, Saturday, they bring cops to my place, my restaurant. And they come, they find that I'm not there. Wanarudi. Then a guy who was alikuwa kitambo ananifanyanga job hapo, they send him with this sweater ikiwa na contraband. He walks in. You know, I love my building because we have CCTV cameras everywhere. I've been asking for these footages from management. Hata jana hata leo nilikuwa nimeuliza and I've not gotten them. After this, I'm going to be writing a detailed email to tell them I have held an interview with a talk show and I would kindly request for all the footages of this day, this time and this time to back up my claims. So I can provide a footage of that guy walking with that sweater and leaving it in my restaurant. Immediately, police walk in. They don't do anything. They get in and ask, where is your license? First of all, it's not the matter of police to look for county council license or medical license, but they needed an excuse to get into my restaurant's counter without looking like they are trespassing. So, kijana moja alikuwa anapika chapati, mwingine alikuwa amekaa hapo nje anadondoa maragwe, picking beans. They didn't know what was going on. The cops comes in, goes straight to where the sweater was put, picks it and removes the contraband. And then picks them both. Akawaeka hapo.
The workers.
Yes, anawaeka hapo kwangu. He tells them, hatuna shida na nyinyi. Tell us where your boss is. Okay? I have been going through a lot. And over the weekend, I was like, ushiona venye unakuanga, you are at the end. So, my boyfriend had just taken me out to just go and relax and, I was not around. So, my employees tried to tell them, we are not around, but we will be back on Sunday night. They don't hear it. They arrest them on Saturday during the day. My restaurant is left open. Food is left there cooked. Unga ikaachwa hapo ya chapati yenye ilikuwa imekandwa kama ijapikwa. Contraband imefaindiwa kwa sweta ya mtu mmoja. Why are you arresting 2 people? From before an officer makes an arrest, they need to investigate. If there is a footage that can prove those allegations, if there is witnesses, if there is anything unaweza ukatoa ya kujitetea, you can provide it. But they are not having it. They arrest them and throw them inside on Saturday. Sasa wameenda wamelala ndani hiyo Saturday. But there is no enough evidence because of course, polisi si wajinga. They cannot take a case to court that wanajua this place has CCTV cameras. There is a probability that what these boys are saying is true. Unaelewa? So when they cannot, I start calling. Huyo kijana mwenye alikuwa ameka hiyo simu. I call him, I text him, I tell him, I know you are setting me up. I don't know why you are doing this, but come and own up your mistake. Come, please come and tell me what is going on. He doesn't pick. I text him again. He doesn't pick. But I post my status and he views it. Which means he's online. Which means he has his phone. Okay? Once I realized that, I'm like, oh God, it's happening again. It's happening all over again. People are ganging up against me all over again to bring me down. It's happening again. So at this point, I wake up on Sunday and I call this cop. I tell him, I hear that you're looking for me. I'm not in town, but I'll come on Monday personally. I'm not running from the law. I'm gonna cooperate. I'll come personally on Monday. So that weekend was this, it was supposed to be a relaxing and fun weekend, but it ended up becoming very stressful. Na nikakuja hiyo sasa Sunday usiku, last Sunday. Now I came back on Sunday at night, and on Monday I wake up in the morning, and by 9 I am at the police station. So, you know, we are in one building, and when you say things, they are just, word is going to move around. So these girls have already said about how their mother has put in money, and how I'm going to get arrested, and they want me to get arrested on Friday because there is no court on Saturday, so that I can stay in Nikaindani Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So on Saturday when they were arresting my boys, it all adds up. Nilikuwa ni arrest hiyo Saturday, and because I cannot get a cash bill on Saturday, nitoke Monday. Tuko pamoja. But thank God I was not around. And thank God my boys could not stay in because there was no enough evidence to charge them. So asubuhi hiyo I call my friend who is a lawyer because I'm not around. Na wakaenda stage nao vijana wakaachiliwa. At 1 they sent me a message. They sent a message in our group with my full government names.
Who sends the management?
No, these 2 ladies with my full government names, saying that I am needed by the police. That is Sunday. And I should remember that my people are still in the police station. And I'm just here throwing mouth and telling lies. And when it matters the most, I am nowhere to be found. Remember, police never communicated they were looking for me on Friday. Or on Saturday, they didn't call me. So as I'm leaving the building to go somewhere for a retreat to like detox, I don't know that ninatafutwa na polisi. So even then, they didn't know that I was out of the building because they were coming on Saturday, sure they will arrest me. So when they arrested my boys, huyu askari alikuwa ananiambia kuja hapa ama utume bwanako. I'm like, we are not around. We are not around, and where we are, we cannot even come back today. Tuko pamoja. So, they, unaona sasa hiyo Sunday sasa, they post in the group that natafutwa na polisi, me, sijui, and then they write, sijui James, sijui Badger, sijui nini, the police are looking for you. I'm going to send you that message. I take that now and I post it again to the management. I tell them the harassment is continuing. Like, these people are still harassing me in my place of work, despite my people being held, and there's no sufficient evidence to like nini them in court. Nini tena awa watu wananitafuta, like what else can I do? You understand? So the management does not respond. I have all those emails that I've been sending them. They don't respond. I come back now on Sunday, and on Monday I wake up, I shower, and I go to the police station. By 9, I'm there. First of all, I go with my lawyer friend. The police kicks him out. And if you are arrested, it's your right to have legal aid. I'm not supposed to be denied legal aid, but the police kicked them out. And the police are like, we are not here to do for what, to do nini. By that 9, I'm like, if you guys want to like take me to court for a crime that I did not commit, let me trust in our justice system. Take my fingerprints, nipeeni bail, then on Friday, on Monday, I'm gonna be in court because I've not committed a terminal offense, seen a criminal offense. Sijawahi arrestiwa before, like you guys, you don't have an history of me being arrested. I have businesses here I cannot run. So it's my right to get a bail, nibeliwe nitoke nje. Nilika station kuanzia saa 3 mpaka saa 10 ya jioni. Saa 10 ya jioni, before that, this officer brings these 2 girls to come to talk to me. Anatuleta kwa room, and then he locked and it was like, you guys ongeeni. Me, I'm like, I have nothing to say to you unless the truth. So they start ranting. Oh, sijui nini, sijui your boyfriend beat me. I'm like, can we stop with the drama? Si tuko hapa sisi wenyewe. Can we stop with the drama and we be factual? Actually, what the fuck is going on? Like, actually, what the fuck is going on? You people, how did we get here? The tiny one stands up. This is a lost case. Huyu nishamalizana na yeye. I'm like, what? Then she walks out. You know, at this point, I am so mad. I'm like, no, I need some justice. So I tell the officer, you know what? I really do not want to argue. Staki tukae tukijibizana na tukitukanana because I'm not very good with words. I need to break down and I don't want. I'm so at the edge right now. Everything around me has crumbled because of these two girls, and they are coming to insult me here in a police station. I'm not ready for this. Please, I have cooperated. Can I get my bail? Nitoke. So they stall until 4. So by 4, my lawyer is there, is like, if kama sijashtakiwa niachiliwe, na kama nimeshtakiwa niandikiwe mashtaka, nipewe bail, nitoke. So my friend lawyer puts his foot down. It's 4 now. Unajua ikifika ile masajini utasikia sijui office hours are over. It's almost 4. So this cop finally writes something. I asked for my charge sheet. Nikaambiwa nitapewa charge sheet yangu kama nitapelekwa kotini. So it takes me to Kiambu now. When I get to Kiambu, I was supposed to get to Kiambu, talk to the OCS and get a bail. If I can be able to pay my bail, I come out. I get to Kiambu police station and he throws me in. Akanirusha njela. I have a video I recorded on TikTok. When I asked for my phone to make my one phone call that I should make once I have been arrested, I took a short video of me in jail with other girls. He takes me and he throws me in jail. So I call my lawyer. I'm like, I thought I was coming here to like get a bail. Nime-cooperate. I've cooperated. Nimekuja nimejileta station mimi mwenyewe. I am saying, give me my day in court. I will appear so that I can go in front of a judge. Ni provide my evidence. Na hawa wasichana, they provide their evidence. We get a verdict. So why are you guys throwing me in jail? Is it not enough that my people have already spent a night in jail without no crime, without no charges? So the lawyer gets there and he talks and I get bail. Ninapewa bail ya 20,000 because allegedly nimefanya malicious damage, and you must put a bail that itakumotivate kuapia kotini. Nikapewa bail ya 20,000. I didn't have money. Remember, I have been on so much financial crisis. Iyo nyumba nilikuwa nayo kama store ilinishinda kulipa. I had to move out. So I'm still owing my company, like the building, money for renovations and repairs. At this point, I am so much in debt. I think hiyo siku uliku unaniona YouTube uko TikTok nikilia. Chali yangu alikuwa amerudisha mtoto wangu shule. My boyfriend had taken my younger son back to school, and he was told he cannot be admitted because we were owing 10,000, and he had to borrow money to like pay some money so that my son can be admitted back to school. And I was like, how did I get here? How did my stability get here? How did we get from being able to take care of us and our loved ones to not even being able to take care of ourselves? So that's the day that I was on. Like, I have been really trying to like talk about this to like, but I feel like I'm making 2 steps and then these ladies come and kick me back 10 steps. Because remember, before they came to fight me on Sunday, I had a sitting with the office on Tuesday. So they fought me on Sunday. I had a sitting with the office. It went so well. I was told to write an email to request nirudishwe the chilling spot for soft drinks and cigarettes only. But now, I don't even think that is gonna happen because 2 days later, police are coming to arrest me because of assault and malicious damage. You understand? So at this point, because I need 20,000. I just call my boyfriend and I'm like, this and this is what has happened. What are we going to do? And he tells me, why is your bill like so big? lakini kwa nini bail yako ni kubwa hivyo? I am like, I think it's because nimeaccused na 2 counts. Like nimeaccused na assault and malicious damage. I think that's what my bail is to be. So he borrows money and he sends us, and I'm bailed out. I'm bailed out on Monday and I come back. I wake up yesterday. Asubuhi, nikaoga, nikavaa. I went to my restaurant. Remember, my boys were arrested on Saturday. So on Saturday we didn't sell, and all the food that was made on Saturday iliharibika. Remember, on Sunday I'm not around. Na vijana wangu ndio wameamka asubuhi. They have been released from jail in the morning, so they cannot come to work. They need to go and rest. That's a traumatizing experience. They need to go and unwind. So on Saturday we didn't open. On Monday I give them a day off to like just recuperate. You know, you have been through a lot over the weekend. So I wake up on Tuesday to go and resume my business. You know, I've gotten my day in court. I have put my bail. I'm ready to face the world and battle my case while I'm facing the world. We are there. Napika chapati, tukapigiwa na client. Akatupigia, anaishi B316. Akatupigia simu. And my boyfriend took delivery there. When he went there to deliver, who stand the guy in the relationship? I don't know where she was coming from, but she passes him and then she starts harassing him. I have a video. She starts recording him. She starts telling him things, and he instinctively also takes out his phone, because now at this point we are not getting the footages from the management, but I know that video that I have in my phone, it's somewhere in their servers. Okay, so my boyfriend takes out his phone also and he starts recording. And when she sees his recording, she stops recording and starts calling. Start making calls. He delivers, he gets paid, and he comes back to continue with his work. He's there to kuwapo. I don't even remember what he was doing. I think he was cleaning. Alikuwa anapanguza like the countertop of the restaurant. These 2 girls come again to our restaurant again. Now that was Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. That was on Tuesday. They come to our restaurant to come again and harass my boyfriend and harass us. They start raining insults. So him is like, I am at my workplace and I'm being harassed. Like, which workplace? What do you have? Which money do you have? Like, they are just throwing insults. It's like they are baiting us into a reaction. You understand? They have tried, wamejaribu kuniangusha, wamejaribu kuangusha biashara yangu. They have tried to break me, but I'm holding on. I am fighting, and they are not having it. So they come, they are trying to bait us. They have their phones, they are recording. So at this point, my boyfriend takes out his phone again. Now remember, an incident has happened when he was delivering on that floor. He has come back to the rooftop to continue with his business at his place of work. I don't know if you understand. They follow from that floor to come and harass him again at the rooftop. So at this point, I'm not having it. I'm not having it because you just want me to say one wrong or do one thing wrong, and then you have a reason to take my bail and just lock me inside. I decided I'm not gonna fall for that. Nikatoka. Nikiwa nimejaa unga kuanzia juu mpaka chini vile nilikuwa jikoni nimepika. I went to the police station. I wrote my statement. I was like, these people are threatening me and harassing me in my place of work. Give me the way forward. So as I am there, that lady is listening to me and she's writing my statement. These girls follow me to the police station. Yes. They get to the police station and they are trying to intimidate me. As I'm writing the statement, they are walking into my face until that officer was like, "Ebu toka nje." She goes out. She comes back again as I'm writing my statement. The officer is like, "Stay there. I finish with one person. I'm gonna call you." Then she stands at the door to hear what like I'm talking to the officer. Me, I don't mind because I'm not in the business of even fighting. I'm exchanging ones with you. I just want to work and make money. You have cost me so much money. You have cost me so much peace. I just need to work. At this point, I just need the officer to tell them, just stay out of my business. Like, just stay out of my business. So I report my case. I'm given an OB. So I asked that girl, so what am I gonna do? Like, umeniandikia statement na umenipea OB, and clearly these girls are harassing me even in front of you, because they told me in front of that officer, if she's an honest person, she can say it. They told me, hauja report bado, utakuwa una report kila siku, hatujamaliza kukuvuruga. She said that I'm standing on the OB, the officer is standing next to me, writing my statement. She tells me, utakuwa unakuja kuripoti kila siku, hatujamaliza kukuvuruga. At this point, I'm like, do you know I'm not weak? I just know that I have a lot to lose. Do you know, it's not that I don't have a mouth or I cannot retaliate. It's just that I have figured out what is going on here. This is maliciousness. This is someone who is doing everything in their power to bring me down. And if I play one wrong move, I am done. So I tell the officer, I don't fight, because my fights won't end up in just scratches and punches. I will lose myself in that moment of anger and do something that I will regret. Please tell these ladies, I am only requesting that they do not come to my place of work. So the lady is like, did you talk to who? I go and try to talk to she takes me to this officer, and as I get there, he's driving out. He's telling me that he has a meeting in Kiambu. He can't talk to me. He refers me to another officer who tells me I go and wait for I think the end of the station to come, review the file, and assign that case to somebody. I'm like, so in the meantime, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to go back again and continue being harassed. At this point, Liva, as a resident, I've not gotten help. As a citizen, as a tax-paying citizen, what am I supposed to do? Because I need to go back and work. My children need me. My business needs me. Everything around me needs me. I don't have time to be going back and forth, to be in the police station every day. I don't have time to be having these confrontations. I bet that day they came, they caused a fracas until the people who were buying there left. Because they said they were calling police, we are fugitives, nini. I'm like, I have already secured my bail. Can we meet in court? Unaelewa? And wakavuruga tu biashara hapo and people left. So nimeenda stage, nimeandikisha, nimemaliza. I come back. I continue with my day because my employees, si jana yake ndio walikuwa hawajaingia job. So the following day tuko na mmoja, huyo mwingine anafaa kuje jioni. Because when I gave them off, he traveled to go to Ruiro to go and see his family. So he was supposed to come back in the evening. So we are with one boy there. I go and continue with my work. I continue with my business. My source of income, I need to be here because I need this money. I desperately need this money. I come and I go back to work. I'm there back at work. And yesterday, my boyfriend was traveling. There was somewhere he was going. And alikuwa ameenda tu hizi shughuli zao tu, like za mangoma na nini, and he was supposed to come like jana, he was supposed to come back yesterday in the evening. So I'm there, I'm seated, sikumbuki nilikuwa nadondoa marago or I was doing something. These girls walk in with police at my place again. And this time they are looking for my boyfriend. My boyfriend has been accused of assault. So I'm like, so now it's not me. Now, mumeachana na mimi, now you are going for my boyfriend. Okay, what's happening? I tell the officer, my boyfriend is not around. Akakuwa amemaliza 20 minutes. He had just left. I tell him my boyfriend is not around. When he's around, I'm gonna communicate that information to him. That is as of yesterday evening. Yesterday, it was like midday. I go back and communicate to the office, to the management of where I live. I tell them, now this has escalated and I want you to take an action. I'm going to give you the emails of what I wrote because I have really tried. I have really tried to follow all the legal channels. I have called, I have texted, I have emailed, I have done everything. Like everything that I could have done in my position, I have done it. So yesterday again, I text the management and still I didn't get a response. Nikaenda, today I woke up, I was very down. Like, remember, Jana, now I told you yesterday, if this case goes on like this, I might never be able to tell my truth. Please, if you can, come today, we record this video so that my truth will be out there before Mrs. Iwana caught from talking about it. Hiyo ndio time wewe ulikuwa unakuja and then you lock your car keys in your car and you couldn't make it yesterday. I went to my bed and I was like, God, what is happening? Why is my entire world coming down? I had one shot to say my truth. I had one shot to put my truth out there so that even as I'm pursuing my case in court, as I'm presenting my evidence, I need my truth to be out there to the world, because at this point, these girls are just waking up and just cooking stories. And because I think mama yaka kadogo akona pesa or she has influence or something, because when I go to the police station and ask them, why did you arrest my people? Like, why did you communicate to me? Na you know where I live. Like, mungeniambia ninaitwa Stenje nikuje, instead of like putting my boys through that. One of the officers told me that the order has come from above. They have been told that I have paid them. I've paid the police in my police post. They cannot arrest me. Then I ask that officer, do you know me? He says no. Do you have my number? He says no. So how have I paid you not to arrest me? You know the building where I live. You have been told I am the one who owns the business upstairs there. You would have contacted me. He was like, no, this order came from above. Apparently, you have paid us. I was like, have I ever given you a shilling? You personally. You officer that has been looking for me personally. Have I ever given you a shilling? He was like, I don't know, lakini, nini, alisema, sijui ni onyo ama nini imetoka kwa mkubwa. Like these ladies, their mother went not to the police posts where like evidence is supposed to be collected, the due process is supposed to be followed. The mother went to the head of sijui ni CPD ama ni nani. I'm not even acquainted with those terminologies that well, but she went to the boss of their boss. Okay? That is where the order is being given. So I am like, you are even manipulating justice, because I'm not getting justice. As a Kenyan, if I am arrested with a crime that is not, sijafanya makosa, like a criminal, like a crime kubwa ya kama kuua, like robbery with violence, or those things that, you know, you are a threat to the society. I am supposed to get a bail. I'm supposed to be bailed out. But remember, on Monday, my lawyer friend had to like akuje na legal terms kuambia if I have not if kama sijashtakiwa niachiliwe, na kama nimeshtakiwa niandikiwe bail because I deserve bail. That is when I was moved from one police post to another. And when they took me to that other police post, now where the boss is the one who is giving orders to this other police post, nilirushwa ndani kwanza. Even as I'm telling you this, I don't know how this case is gonna unfold. There is no sufficient, what is it called? There is no sufficient evidence for the assault and the malicious damage. I have not even seen your charge sheet to see like how I have been charged, but now it has started escalating to a point that I don't even know if I am safe anymore. I don't know what more they are willing to do now that they have not gotten their way. You understand? For someone to sit down and forge a document to have your business closed, and go ahead to say that by June, you cannot predict my future, you are not God. So for you to give a specific timeline of when my downfall is gonna come, it means it was premeditated. For you to write in a group that you have had my people arrested, they are still in police station, when they have been released hours, it means you know what is going on. It means you read the script before it was aired. You understand? Because she didn't know that these people that my lawyer friend has gone to ask for the charges. And since you don't have charges, you can't be held for more than 24 hours. They have already spent the night in the cell. Then got released in the morning. Then at 1 p.m., she's testing in the group to threaten me in a public group with my national ID names. She wasn't like, you see the way I've given this story where I have not mentioned names unless you know who I'm talking about, you won't know who this story was told about. No. She put my full names. I'm going to be sending you an email with the message and the screenshot of that message that was posted in the group, because I took that information and sent an email to the management of the same. And I don't want to talk ERC, but these things they have been doing, they are not even afraid. They are telling their friends. They are telling their friends that their mother has planned to finish me. Mama yake, the small one said that mama yangu atakumaliza. You understand? And it's not, Siri, they are not doing it like, they are not hiding what they are doing.
They mean it.
Leave even alone meaning it. They are doing it. They are saying it and doing it. For someone to come and implicate your employees so that they can give up your location, it's strategic. It's a very bold move, because is worried for the fact that I do not want legal matters, do my case in Anini. I can follow up that case. That is injustice. But I understand, because if your boss tells you you're not doing your job, you're going to do everything in your power to do your job. I understand that, and I completely understand that. What I do not understand is, what is it with these two girls in my life? So, I thought now, my case is in court. I have filed like the OB that I filed yesterday to tell them to like stay away from my restaurant, to stay away from my businesses. I'm like, at least now, let me just go back, start working, start rebuilding, just move on with my life. Start picking up my pieces. The management calls me today. The case that I have presented for over 2 weeks, I have been in the office personally with the investor who was insulted, who the wife was insulted. We have been in the office physically, not today, a week ago. We reported. We were told to wait. That girl now went and reported, I think today, and the management wants to evict me.
Out of the building.
Out of the building. I am asking that lady on the phone call, how many emails have I sent you? How many calls have I made to you? How many WhatsApp messages have I followed up with evidence? I have come to your office, we have sat, you have scrolled through the footage and you have seen them coming to assault me in my house. You did not do, in my business, you did not do anything about it. And you know what they tell me? They tell me that they don't want our personal beef in their building. Wanataka watufukuze sisi wote. We go and fight from outside. I'm like, what have I not done? I communicated. I sent an official email to the management regarding this case. I have been assaulted not once. I've been harassed not once, not twice, and not without proof. You guys can access the footage to verify what I am talking about. So how did we get here? And I'm saying I don't want to mention the organization, and I hope those people that are going to be watching this video, because I know my TikTok followers, those people have been invested in this story. They want to know the full story, and this is the platform that you're gonna get this story in details. I would really request not mention the company. I would really request not to tag them, because I still have Airbnbs in their buildings that I own, that I manage for other people, and I don't want to completely lose my source of livelihood. And I don't want to go out and start rebuilding with nothing in my hands. But at this point, I feel like they are taking everything from me. They have taken my chilling spot. Now they are taking my restaurant, because the management is threatening to have me evicted from that commercial space, that's my restaurant. And I have a case that I don't know if it's gonna find enough evidence to take me to court on Friday. And I feel like all walls are closing. The last hope that I had was my company, because I have communicated, I have done all the due process. You have the evidence, like the company has the evidence it needs to ascertain the truth. They say that once is a mistake, twice is a coincidence, but 3 times is a pattern. I have more than 3 people who are residents who can stand and say that these ladies have fought them, and the management can check footage to verify the same. Leave even the footages that we have put in our businesses, our own footages that we can alter or tamper with. They have their CCTVs zenye zinamulika kila mahali. You understand? That they can check and verify if what I am saying is true. If what I'm saying that I told them to specifically not come to my place of work, if it is true, I have witnesses who can ascertain to that. Do you know, when I asked that lady what she told me? She told me, bring that petition, I want to see it. I'm like, the petition was rendered to you, to your office. How am I supposed to provide that petition? Now you are squashing the petition. You are squashing all the emails that I have sent to tell you what these girls have been doing to me. And now you want to wash your hands of all the blame. Sisi tutoke, tukapigania huko nje. And it is true they can do that, because they reserve the right of who they are going to rent or not rent their premises. As I reserved the right for who to sell and not to sell that day, I know also the management reserves the right. But this is what I want to ask. If you have been watching this video, I want you to comment at least 6 words. And I want you to go and share this video. Let's make this story, because I am not just here to like give tea, slander people. I'm here to tell my story, not just for me, but for other people who have suffered the same injustice, whereby you do everything right, you do everything by the book, but wale watu wamekalia viti za juu. I didn't even want to slander this company. Do you know the girl who never gave me a day of time got fired less than a month later for misconduct in that company? The same hand who could not even give me time to explain my case. So clearly someone is not doing their job. Somebody is not doing their job, and now they are trying to cover their tracks, and by doing that they are trying to throw me under the bus. I have lost so much already. I have lost so much already. I've lost my business. I'm losing my other business. I've lost so much money. I mean, so much. I've lost so much already, and I don't want to go toe to toe with this company, because I don't have even the money to fight them. I don't even think I have the strength to fight them right now. So this is what I am requesting. If you're gonna watch this video, please like it, repost it, leave at least 6 words in the comment. Let's push this video. Let it go viral, because I know the power of social media. I know the power of content. And if my voice is too small to be heard, your voices are too loud. They cannot silence you. I'm going to attach all the receipts of everything that I have said, so that there is nothing that you can question that doesn't have an answer. Everything that I have said, I'm going to be putting in documents to accompany it. But I am begging you, staki kuchangiwa mimi. Sitaki kuweka namba nipewe mchango. Give me online support. Give me, ekeni video ipate 100,000 views. By the time I'm getting an audience with the office, put this video to 100,000 views. At least if there is someone out there who can listen, maybe they will also listen. Maybe they will be afraid now to like forge the rules and serve a half-baked justice. The truth, the evidence. This is what I am saying. I'm not even afraid of going to court. I am afraid of going to court and my truth is squashed. I am afraid of going to court. I present the evidence and it will not matter. Because for someone to arrest 2 people just to get to me, there is no telling what more they are willing to do. There is no telling how much further they are willing to go. So, I want to say thank you for giving me this platform to share my story today. And I really hope that my fans and your fans and the world at large can come and be a voice that I cannot voice. My name has been slandered, I have been lied, documents have been forged, and now the only hope that I had, when it's getting too hot and too messy, they don't want to get involved. I don't want to say they don't want to get involved because I have not talked to the head of the company and I am trying to secure a day to see him. He's a very busy man, but he's a very kind man because I've done business with him in the past, and I hope if I get a sitting with him, he's gonna listen to me.
You've mentioned one of these girls has a very influential parent. And I feel like this, to get to where you are, it means a lot. With the tears you're shedding, it means a lot. In all sincerity, while you look into this camera, what would you like to tell that parent who is using their money, their influence to bring you down? What would you like to tell these girls as a message if they watch this video? What would you like to tell them in order to get some peace?
First, I would like to tell these 2 girls, I treated you well. I let you into my house. I let you close to me. And I have never done anything malicious to you before this thing started. If you have any evidence, any text message, any phone call of otherwise, please come to the comment section and drop it. So this is what I would like to tell you. I don't know what is going on in your head. I don't know what you want to benefit from this. I don't even know what explanation you can give for this, because I would really like to know, how did we get here? This is to these girls. To this mother, to this parent, to this custodian, because when you are a parent, you are a custodian. I just want to ask you, do you think what you're doing is right? Do you think you are laying a good foundation for your child, even in the future? Because money comes and goes. Power comes and goes. When all that withers, do you think you have given this girl the integrity, the tools to survive this world? Because if your daughter can come to my place of work and assault me in my place of work, and then you use your money and your influence to go and turn that case around, what happens when she assaults someone who has more power or more money than you? Because I believe in karma. And I believe in the word of God. I'm a born again Christian. Doesn't matter all this you see. I believe in God and I have my own personal relationship with God. And the word of God says, the measure that you give is the measure that you shall receive. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing shall men put into your bosom. Today my children are out of school because you used money and influence to get me to this point. Today, I am almost getting evicted. My children are coming back from school and I don't know where they are coming home to if I get evicted because you used your money and your influence. This is what I want to tell you. Do you know there is someone else somewhere who has more money and more influence than you? And what do you think will happen if your daughter ever becomes a victim of such a person? This is what I will tell you. As a mother, find out the truth. Find out the truth. I know you know your daughter. I know you know if she lies. I know every parent knows their child. I'm a parent, I know. I know when my child is lying, when he's a mile away. So I know you know your daughter. And I know you know what you're doing is not right. That one I know. But this is what I want to assure you. Everything that goes around will definitely come around. If you watch this, I want you to ask yourself, how will you feel if your daughter is put in the same position that you have put me? As a parent, at that point in time, what will you be feeling? Once you answer yourself that question, please go ahead and do the right thing. Go ahead and make those calls you meant to bring my life down. Go ahead and make them to correct this. Because I might not be able to fight. I might not be able to defend myself. I might even lose everything. I have no assurance that the company is going to listen to me or is also going to follow the facts, because it has become a trend where nobody is interested in the truth. They are just interested in who can speak louder. And in this case, I mean who has more money. Okay? So I don't even know if the management will also listen to me. But I just hope that your children do not go through what you're putting other people's children through. Let me just hope. Let me just hope that when the wheels turn backwards, your children are not sitting in the position that I am sitting. Because as a mother, it will be a very dark day for you. It will be a very, very, very painful day for you. And as unfortunate as this situation is, I am holding no grudge against you. I don't know what has led your daughter to become who she is. I really don't know, but I hold no grudge against you. I want to believe that you did what you thought was best for your daughter. But I am someone's daughter. What is best for me? I am someone's mom. What is best for my children? I am someone's hope. There is someone who was leaning on me to become better, to become bigger. What happens to them? And I want to tell you this again. Money and power comes and goes. But the seed that you put down, the seed that you plant on humanity, it's one way or another, it's gonna germinate. It's one way or another, this story is gonna bring another story in the future. That's what I would like to tell that parent.
Lastly, you've worked with your management for some years now, and they know your character, your integrity. Do you have a message for them?
I don't know how to put this without mentioning the company, because the company's motto was make it your own, like own it. They build apartments whereby you can rent to own. They build businesses whereby you can come, like unaweza jijenga. That was the aim of this gentleman and his wife when they started this company. And I am just a fraction of the people who have benefited from this company. I am a fraction of the people whose lives have been changed through this company. That's why I told you, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to slander this company because I have one more person. The owner of this company is one of the most nicest and most humble men I've ever met. And I'm not saying this Sija mention company, so easy advert. But this is the first millionaire mwenye nimesikia akiambia cleaner, why didn't you call me and you have my number? Nikipita. That's how good that dude is. So I think this cleaner was trying to tell him something, and he was like, why didn't you call me and you have my number? That is the type of person he is. I'm not sure if this has gotten to him, because when you grow big, you just unakuanga tu disassociated na biashara zako, you manage them, but from a higher level where we can't all of us reach you. This person is the landlord to over, say, 4,000 people. His buildings have 400 houses, more houses, and every house has like 2 or 3 people. So he's a landlord to over 10,000 people. So all of us are not going to get to him. All the issues are not going to get to him. But I have confidence. As I'm posting this today on Wednesday, I've not talked to him. And even when I go to talk to him, I will not tell him about this. But I want to believe, because I know the type of a person he is. He is going to do the right thing. And I am banking on that. But to the company, there is something called a paper trail. There is something called inaitwaji documentation. Okay? And as a company, you need to know that your paper trail, ama your documentation, ama your information is what you use to solve a case. I understand you're doing what is best for your company. It won't be so bad. Excuse me. It will be so bad if your company got dragged into this mess, and it's not your fault. You did what was right by your clients. A petition was filed. The best next thing you could do is protect your clients. I understand that. But now it has gotten messy, which it was not supposed to get to this point, because if they had followed their guidelines whereby if you fight, you get evicted, this girl fought 2 weeks before she fought me. And the investor who she fought, who lives in her own house where she has bought from this company, went to the office and reported. So if the company had followed the guidelines that are already there, this lady would not have come to fight me in my business place. She would have been evicted or served an eviction notice or a warning. But she has been given so much power, because how can you fight over 6 people in a span of less than 2 months? And not to mention the other fights she has had before this. Because I've been operating business there for a very long time. And these girls have been involved in more fights than I can count. I can bring a group of 10 people, 10 different occasions of these girls confronting and fighting people. So as the management, how did we get to a point that you have to protect yourselves even from your client who has been honest and communicative from day one? I have all the emails. If you are watching this, I know the person who is in charge of social media is going to watch this, and they are going to take it and they are going to go and act on it. Go and check my emails. Go and check my WhatsApp messages to your number that you use for commercial spaces. Go and check my WhatsApp messages in that number. I have communicated. Go and check your footages. How many times I've been in the office? And then make a judgment from there. Don't make a judgment based on you don't want to slander your company. I am not out here to slander your company. I am not out here to call out your company. I am out here to get what is rightfully mine. I am out here to be accorded the service that you promised. You promised me that I will not be interfered in my own space. It has happened. I have reported. And now instead of taking charge as the list says, you guys want to wash your hands off of this matter. And like I'm saying again, I understand. I totally understand. What I don't understand is what happened to the truth will prevail. Because that's what I've been holding on to. I've been holding on to the fact that you have footages. I've been holding on to the fact that you have my emails that I have sent over and over and over again to give you feedback and follow up of what is happening. So what happened to the truth will always prevail. That's the only question I will ask my management. Because if you look at the paper trail, if you look at the videos, not my videos, I don't even want the management to look at my videos. Look at your videos. Look at your CCTV cameras. Then ascertain the truth from the evidence and make a judgment. Don't wash me out because someone is fighting me. Don't make them win. I have fought the right way. I would have gone to the police station and written a slanderous statement, but that's not who I am. I'm not about to go and lie that umenipiga, umeniumiza, umenivunja mkono when it was a mere scuffle. That is not who I am. So, can the management follow the truth? I have been silent. I have been holding on, hoping that you guys are going to do the right thing. So, can you please do the right thing? That's what I will ask from the management.
Thank you, KieKie. Thank you. Thank you for opening up. Not everyone is owns up to their truth. Thank you for being on Sema Yote show. Thank you.
And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yesterday when you couldn't show up, I told my boyfriend, I think at this point, I need the exorcism. I think at this point, I need someone to come and cast demons or just dig horns from my house or something because it's not real. You were minutes away from coming. Guys, we were supposed to hear this. We were supposed to record this video yesterday and then the most bizarre thing happened. I think you're going to be posting those pictures of what happened yesterday. And today in the morning, I was happy. I texted you very early in the morning before 7. I couldn't even wait for the business day to start because I was like, God, I hope he's going to come today because. So thank you. Thank you for finding the time. Thank you for working within my comfort zone. Even though there was no comfort zone for you to work with, you have made it work. I'm really grateful and I hope we tell this story and I hope the world listens because I may not have a loud voice, but I know the media has a voice. Yeah. And thank you for giving me a platform to voice myself. I really appreciate, I'm grateful.
You're welcome. You want to say something?